Hi, how you going? I thought today I've got a really full-on day today, and I thought I'll do my little regime for you guys so you can see what I do every day. Skincare's always been a really big thing for me, even before I joined SeneSyrum. I always used to spend a lot of money on my skincare because I always wanted to, I guess, age gracefully. But more than that, I wanted to look after my skin. So I have already cleansed, and I actually used the normal to dry, so that's mine. You will notice it's a 3-in-1, so we actually don't have a toner. Inside, it actually has some of our beautiful volcanic sand from Vanuatu in it, which gives it that little bit of a purpley tinge. So I'm actually giving a little bit of an exfoliation at the same time as washing my face. We have two other skincare types, of course. One is dry, which is this one here, which I sometimes do use in winter because we do tend to get a little bit dry, especially with the current wind we've got around. And then we've got, of course, our oily or normal to oily. So you'll notice, I'll just try and put up, can you see the little granules in there? So that again is our volcanic sand, but of course it's a lot more gritty, so to speak, so you're giving it a really, you know, good bit of a scrub and a bit of an exfoliation to get rid of all that excess oil, which is awesome. So I've already done that. So the next thing I do is my anti-wrinkle. Now the next two ones I pop on are actually a treatment. So this is why we put it on the completely naked face, so to speak, because they're a treatment. We want them to get into as deep as we possibly can. Now the anti-wrinkle treatment has been also referred to as Botox in a bottle, and I've had many of my customers come back and say how their lines have softened. So I do absolutely love it. So I'm going to pop that one on first. Now, depending on the day, I usually only use half a pump. That's about all you need because you're only using it on your lines. You don't need to put it on your whole face. If I'm having a bad day, sometimes I will use a whole pump. So I'm just going to start off by popping that under my eyes and around my nose, because I do have these little wrinkles that have started around my nose. And then under this eye. Up here, of course. This is all thanks to my father. He always had these frown lines. Good dose of Botox up there wouldn't go astray, would it? But anyway, I just use this one because it's more natural, which is gorgeous. So all these products are 98% botanical. The other thing I like to do is around here. One thing I did notice as I was getting older and into my 40s, I started having the lines here. And this has certainly softened those lines around my lips. So I do these lines here, my laughing line, so to speak. And then around my lips as well. So it softens all those lines beautifully. And I'll go a bit close. I'll actually do a kiss and you'll see it's certainly softened for a 45-year-old anyway. And then that's just normal. So you can't actually see the lines unless I do a kiss. And yeah, so they're certainly a lot better. It's just sending you kisses. The next one I'm going to do, which again is a treatment, is the under eye dark circle. So you can see I do still have some little dark circles there. Mornings are not my best forte. So just, again, only half a pump. So this is nearly empty, and which brings me to another point. You'll see, because it's an air pump, there is absolutely no wastage in this. There's not a little tube that goes down and everything gets stuck on the side. Absolutely every piece of this is used. Once it doesn't pump anymore, I can actually unscrew the top. Again, I know a lot of ones you can't even unscrew the top of it. And then I just get a little cotton tip and then just get out the excess that might be left, and that'll give me another couple of days usage. So it's just incredible. You use every single piece of this. So this is what it looks like when it's full. And then this one's nearly empty, so just nothing on the sides, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to pop this underneath as well. Now the reason I do the anti-wrinkle first before the under eye treatment, the only reason I do it is because I find the anti-wrinkle actually dries a bit quicker. And they do say if you just leave it a few seconds, half a minute between each little step, it just makes it absorb into your skin a lot better. So on to our next two items. Now these are my absolute favorites. It's really hard when I get the question of if you could only have one product out of all of this, what would it be? I would have to say it would be the Climate Control. Now this one and this one do go hand in hand. They both featured on Dr. Oz because of their amazing qualities, and if you do some little research you'll find lots of information on it. The Climate Control is like moisture in a bottle. It is just absolutely incredible, and the qualities of this is that it is very, very fine, so it goes right down to the deepest layers of your skin, and it actually improves and increases the rejuvenation of your skin. So I believe it was mostly because of this product, and obviously all of them, because when I was getting those comments within the first month of using these products, I was getting comments of, what are you using? What have you done? Your skin looks totally different. Now, if I haven't seen my girlfriends for a while, they ask me what treatments I've done, like, you know, Botox and injectables and all that sort of thing. This is honestly the only thing I have changed in the last 2 years is my skincare regime. So yeah, this is the Climate Control. So it increases the skin renewal system by 23%. So it means that your new skin cells is coming to the surface a lot quicker. So I just use the palm of my hand for this one, and usually about 4 or 5 pumps will do my whole face, and of course my neck and décolletage as well. And it just feels amazing going on. Honestly, once you start using this product, I honestly could not use it. I know that's a double negative, but I could never stop using this. It just feels amazing, and of course it just with that skin renewal system, it's just incredible. So do my neck as well. And of course with all your skincare products you should do your neck. Now, because this is such a fine mist, if you don't seal it with anything, it can evaporate, so to speak. So the best thing to seal it with is our SeneSyrum C cream. You'll notice there's tiny little balls inside the serum. Now those balls are actually the vitamin C, and it's in the purest form. So every time I pump, it's bursting the balls of vitamin C, so it's of its purest form, and that's why it's so effective. So again, heaps of moisture going into the skin, but it's also sealing the Climate Control, which is the one that of course is renewing that skin system. So just one pump of our SeneSyrum C, which looks like that. So you can see all the balls have now burst inside here, and because of that you can end up with little specks of white after you've popped it on. So you just make sure you just rub them all in. If you do know much about the vitamin C creams out there on the market, as soon as they are put into a lotion, the vitamin C properties start to break down straight away. Whereas with this one, and why it's so effective, and we did feature on Dr. Oz, is because the vitamin C is staying within the little balls and they're not dispersed until you actually pump it just before you put it on your skin. That's why it is so much more effective than anything else there on the market, and again why we featured on Dr. Oz. Now feel free to ask me any questions as we go through all this. I am just going to go back to Climate Control because I just remembered something I didn't tell you about our Climate Control when you first get it. So when you first get our Climate Control, you'll see it's like a whole kind of a jelly pasty looking thing. When you first get it, it is like a blue gel below, which is almost the color of the lid and the base, and then on the top it's just like a liquidy, almost looks like an oily liquidy sort of thing. So to activate it, you actually shake the whole amount together, and then of course it just looks like this once it's activated. Once it's activated, it has about a 6-month shelf life, and that's about how long this lasts. So all these products are very concentrated and do last an awful long time. And of course with our things like our anti-wrinkle and our under eye treatment, you don't go through a lot of it because you're only using about half a pump. As you can see, this is the under eye treatment. You can't even read the wording on it of it. because it just lasts so long. So once I've done that, we're actually onto our moisturiser. So this is our daytime moisturiser. Again, comes in the pump, and you can see there's absolutely no wastage there at all. So about a pump and a half will do my face and décolletage. And of course that does also come in the 3 ranges of our skincare too. So just pop that on. Now you might be wondering, with all these layers, if your skin's feeling really like cloggy or anything. No, the answer is definitely no. One reason is because, of course, they're 98% botanical, and also, as I was mentioning earlier, this is such a fine, thin film that goes right down to the deeper layers of your epidermis that it just feels like almost water on your skin. So it's not heavy at all. And of course our moisturisers are just lovely and light too. Now the other thing with our moisturisers is that they do have an SPF equal to 15+. So we can't say that they have the SPF because of course we're botanical and we don't have the chemicals of SPF. However, it is equal to and gives you the mechanical shield of 15+. So you know when you walk out you've still got that protection, which is absolutely fantastic. And of course, if you then go and top up with our CC cream, which is our tinted moisturiser, looks like this, that actually adds to your moisturiser, and so you now have equal to 30+ SPF factor, which is just, again, really brilliant. Okay, so that's our moisturiser. Now the last one I love to top up with is our Silk, which is a pore and wrinkle minimiser. So a lot of people actually love to use this as a primer as well for your makeup. It's absolutely incredible, and of course again it does reduce those pores and wrinkles. So again, half or a full pump, just depending on the day. If I am doing makeup, I do love to do a full pump. And I have terribly big pores. I'm not sure if you can see them, but it does help to reduce that, and it certainly makes your makeup go on a lot smoother and even as well. So if you have big pores like me, then it just makes your makeup go on beautifully and flawlessly. So there we go, that's our Silk. And again, it does literally feel like silk. Everyone that tries it actually says, feels like silk. Funny that's what it's called. So that's as far as our face and our décolletage goes, but of course we haven't done our eyes yet, only our anti-wrinkle. So the next one I do is our eye illuminator. Now it's absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm just going to show you the difference between our normal eye cream and our eye illuminator and the reason for it. So that's our normal eye cream, and this is our eye illuminator. The only difference between the two, the eye illuminator is actually our eye cream, but what they've done is they've actually put some pearlizer in it, which of course gives it this gorgeous look. And because of that too, it actually gives you that lovely glow and shimmer under your eyes. So a lot of ladies love to use this even as a highlighter for their makeup. So you can, again, use it under your eyes, but also around this sort of area if you're wanting to highlight. And it's absolutely gorgeous. This product actually featured in the Huffington Post as a great product to use when you jump off the plane after a long flight, and you'll have that gorgeous glow under your eyes. So that's our little claim to fame for our eye illuminator. So it is a little bit more expensive than our normal eye cream, simply because we do have the pearlizer in there as well. So we just pop it under here, and you'll see how it's got that lovely glow. Now the other thing I was going to say with the under eye cream, which is almost completely finished, the reason or how that works is it's actually breaking down the little capillaries here. So your under eye dark circles are actually broken blood capillaries or blood vessels. So that is actually helping. It actually goes quite deep down. It's not just a cover, so to speak, but it is actually going quite deep down to break down those broken capillaries. Okay, so that's one eye done. That lovely glow and shimmer. Be tuning in, Michelle. Sorry, I've got it all over my nose now. Lost concentration. All right, here we go. So this is our second eye done. There we go. Beautiful. Now, a couple of other things I love to do, and this is almost like a whole little range within itself. It is extra, and they're just my little luxuries. And I'll tell you why. The first one is our lip volumizer. Now, if I'm super organized, I'll actually start with my lip volumizer before I do anything else. And the reason being is I'll let that work in, and then by the time I finish my regime, I'm ready to actually do my lip sense. However, most of the time I'm not organized, and then I end up leaving that on for an hour and then do all my makeup. So I might come back a little bit later and do that. The lip volumizer is fantastic. It increases the moisture by 20, and I must say it is most effective used at night, because that's of course when our body loves to rest and heal, and so of course you're going to get the best results at night. All of this regime can be done at night. Of course, the reason why they have the two different eye creams is because you don't need to have glowing eyes at night. And some people may just prefer just to have a normal eye cream. So that's why they do the two of that. And of course, instead of your daytime moisturiser, you would be using your nighttime moisturiser. And I'll just show you what that looks like. And again, that's of course in the 3 different types as well. So otherwise, everything else you can use at night as you did in the daytime. And of course, the results will be even better. And of course, even better again if you're doing it twice a day. So back to our lip volumizer. Beautiful, beautiful product. Now I usually just make sure my lips are clean, so I'm just going to clean my lips before I pop this on. And again, just a little applicator, very similar to our glosses. I have had people say, can you use this instead of gloss? No, you can't. It will not seal your colour. This is literally just to pump up your lips and give you that beautiful moisture. So of course that's the other benefit of it. Now the other thing I have done with this, and this also may have contributed to getting rid of those little fine lines around my lips, is when I do it, I do look like a little bit of a clown. I actually go over the edge, of my lips. So again, it's helped pumping up the whole lip. It's not an immediate thing. Again, we're botanically based, so the ones that do tend to pump up your lips straight away, there's a reason for it, and usually of course it's full of things that aren't probably particularly good for your skin. So we're 98% botanically based, so you can see I'm just going over the line. So it's a gradual thing. Some people do notice the effect within a couple of days, that their lips are looking a lot more plumper. I can actually feel it when I do it, that it's plumping up, but of course I've been using it for a couple of years. Other people notice it after a month. So again, everyone's different, and of course it depends what you're starting with. I do have probably the thinnest lips God ever put on the planet. And now I sell lipstick, so I need all the help I can get. The other ones I love to use are our Lash Extend. As you know, I love having the falsies. I actually don't have any falsies on today. So we do have this in clear or in the black. Now, of course, again, the clear's for nighttime, or if you just don't like to have an eyeliner. This one, it's like a 2-in-1. So you've actually got an eyeliner, plus it's actually going to help lengthen your lashes. Now, with these two, they actually go right into, again, the deep folds and the keratin. It's actually promoting the keratin growth of your lashes. And of course, with the clear, I have actually used that on my eyebrows as well. So I had nothing here, and now that I've been using the clear Lash Extend, I have got the growth there. So hopefully within the next few weeks, they'll all be back. Otherwise, I'm going to give up, just go back to the way I was and be unfashionable. So you can pop this on the bottom and of course the top. Of both the eyes. And then of course your lashes. So I do follow that all the way through. And again, probably from waxing, they don't go quite as far down as they really probably should with today's fashion. Well, they should go a bit further down because of course your eyebrows, I'll just see if I can grab. When you're doing your eyebrows, they should line up to there. So yeah, see how they're quite a little bit sparse down there? So there to start with, there to finish. And when you look straight ahead, again, you go from your nose, and that should be your highest point for when you're doing your eyebrows. There we go. So we do have that in the black as well. So if you do love to have a lovely black eyeliner, you can. Now, if you're a little bit like me and you love your falsies, of course, we do have, again, a beautiful fine line. I'll just show you on the back of my hand. So it's absolutely perfectly fine with our Lash Extend. But if you do want to purchase one of these and you do have falsies, or you just want to have this extra angled brush, I will actually pop one of those in there for you. So it just helps get around your lashes. And of course that's the same for our normal eyeliner too. If you need one of those, because you do have the extensions, just let me know and I'll pop one in with your order. Now the very last one I love to do as far as our solutions go, so this is called our solutions. So we had our lip volumizer, and then of course our Lash Extend in the clear and the black, and then of course our nail extend. Now for those that may know me, I did have beautiful acrylic nails and I really miss them, but of course there is the you know, it's all full of chemicals. I actually really don't like the smell when I get them done. So I've had them off, and a month later I am so impressed with my nails. They look absolutely incredible. I need to do a before and after photo. Look, you can see there's even a little bit of length there now. And this, I truly can tell you, this is all because of this. So if you're wanting to grow your nails, this is your answer. Of course, after I had the acrylics removed, they were, I don't need to tell you, you probably already know, but they were so brittle, they were awful, they were cracking, they'd peel, and now they're just the healthiest nails ever. Now the way to apply this, it does have a little brush like a nail brush. You don't paint it on like you would nail polish. All you do is you just pop it on, at the base of the nail. So that's where the growth is. That's where your nail's coming from. So like so. And then, don't leave it, just rub it in, just give it a good rub. And what I honestly did is I actually had that in the car, or you can have it in your handbag or your beauty bag, whatever. And just every time I thought of it, I'd just grab it. So I didn't do it once or twice a day. I probably did it 3 or 4 times a day. And look, it's just past the halfway mark. Over a month. And it's still going strong. And I've got the most beautiful, healthiest nails. So again, that's promoting the keratin growth of your nail. And it actually makes your nails grow faster. And certainly an awful lot stronger. So what I'm looking at doing now is going to gel nails, because it's a much healthier alternative. And then of course that will grow out with my nails, so hopefully I'll have that beautiful length again. So that's my other hand. So yeah, you can see they're just growing back beautiful, and they're just so strong. They're just not brittle and they're not going to break. So that's our beautiful nail extend. So they're our solutions. Now I'll just show you, this is actually just our basic skincare range is that. So you can see the middle one's the one I use today. So that's our wash, eye cream, night cream, and our daytime cream. I do have a couple of specials going with that, so if you would like to know more information, please feel free to inbox me. Otherwise you can purchase them separately, or you know, we can do like a little package deal as well, which makes it a little bit better, and then you can get started on everything. The thing with these products are, the more you use, of the products, and of course the more often you use, especially if you're doing it either compared to once a day to twice a day, you will see the results quicker. They are all a completely 100% money back guarantee, which was a big thing for me because I was a big skincare user, and these are a lot cheaper than what I was using. Obviously I'm not allowed to use other brand names out on here, but I was using really big brand names. Each bottle was costing me well over $100, often $200. And I felt quite threatened and insecure going to what I thought may have been an inferior product because it was cheaper, which is just ridiculous. Anyway, I thought, in the back of my mind, I thought, well, it's 100% money back guarantee. If all else fails, I'm sending the whole lot back and going back to my old products and old brands. Of course, that didn't happen. That was 2 years ago. And within a month, I started getting those comments. I did completely swap over all at once. I didn't do it step by step because I was coming into the company and I had to know that these products were going to work, and I started getting those comments literally within the month. It was probably about 2 to 3 weeks. I started getting the comments, my skin's glowing, what am I doing, I'm looking different. So yeah, give it a go. You just won't regret it. They're just the most beautiful products. Just one last thing, one little one I didn't use today, which you may like to add to, is our gorgeous Nanji oil. It's actually from the Nanji nut in Vanuatu. It's the only place you can find the Nanji nut. We're the only company to sell it. It is a beautiful oil. Now, it's actually cold pressed. So if it's winter, you'll see it's actually hard. So if I'm sitting down, I often just pop it, you know, between my legs just so it'll heat it up. Otherwise, you can just do that, and then, which probably isn't the most hygienic way of doing it, and it will of course soften the oil. It's just like coconut oil in winter when it goes all hard. You can pop that on your face, your décolletage. It's very moisturizing but not greasy to give you that extra layer of moisture. It's also really great for scarring, so if you have any scars, pop it on, and it just is incredible for scarring. You can even put it on the ends, tips of your hair, and it'll protect your hair if you're wanting to grow it longer. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please feel free to comment any questions or inbox me any questions, or if you'd like to see some Liz's lip steals, feel free to inbox me and I'll pop them out to you as well. Okay, stay safe out there. Bye.